Hello Stampers! Today I'm going to show you how to use cardstock vellum to make some really pretty flowers for this card. Let's get started. This is our vellum cardstock. It's a lot thicker than regular vellum. And the first thing that you want to do is rub it with an Embossing Buddy. That takes the static out of the paper. You want to do this to any paper that you're going to emboss on. And we take the static out so that our images, or our embossing powder, will only stick to the images we're stamping. So first I'm using Versamark ink, and I'm going to stamp my flower. And you can't really see it until you get the powder on it. If you tip it in the light, you can see where your image is. I like to use a piece of paper to catch my embossing powder, because when I get done with it, I can throw it away. Whoops! There we go. Okay. And you don't want to touch that until you get it heat set. I'm going to pour that right back in here. Put the lid back on my powder so I don't spill it. And then you're going to hit it with the heat gun. You'll find that your embossing powder does heat set a lot quicker on vellum than it does on cardstock. So just go over the whole image until it's shiny. And that looks pretty good to me. And then the next thing I'm going to do is bring in the Secret Garden Framelits. And I like to put a little piece of painter's tape on these when I'm cutting out exact images. It helps hold it in place. So you're going to find where you need to go with that. And we would put it about right here. And then that'll hold your framelit in place while you run it through the Big Shot. And through the power of TV, I already have one cut out for us. So the next thing I'm going to do is use a marker. I don't usually like to color completely with markers because they leave marks on anything, and that just doesn't appeal to me. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to color in the center of my flower because I want it to be darker. This is also called like a stained glass technique. So there we have the center of our flower. And then I'd like to add some more color, but I'd like it to be lighter. There's my dog outside, thank you very much. So I'm just using a piece of tile. You can get this at a home improvement store. It's just a little piece of tile. You can use your clear cases and color marker on those. It wipes right off. And an aqua painter. And I'm going to pull in some more color onto my flower. And as you can see, you don't need to be neat about this. So if you're not a fan of coloring, this technique may be for you because you don't have to be real precise. And we're just going to get color all over this. And here's our flower. How pretty is that? It's very soft color. Okay, I'm going to bring in my card base, which I've already run through the Big Shot on the Vine Street embossing folder. This is a free folder that you can get during celebration. And then I cut out an image using the Apothecary Accents shape. This is one of several in that pack. And I wanted to add some interest with this template. So I'm going to lay this right down on my piercing mat. These are really nice. They're nice and big. And I like that. So it fits these type of projects really well. And you're just going to pierce it with your paper piercer, or pokey tool as I like to call it. And this is a little time consuming, but it's not bad. You can go around and get it done pretty fast. Okay, so this is what it looks like. And again, through the power of TV, I've already stamped my greeting, and I've done that around the entire piece here. So you don't have to watch me poke holes forever. Okay. I wanted to show you how I attached my flowers to my card piece. I took a piece of our Neutrals Gray. This is from the Paper Stack Neutrals. And I am going, this is 2 inches by 5 1/4. When I use the glue that I like to use to attach layers to embossed card fronts is my liquid glue. You'll find sometimes they don't stick that good when you're using your snail adhesive. So here we go. I'm going to put that right on here. And then I'm also going to attach this layer with the glue. Oh, and you can see I stamped that crooked on the back, and just turn it over, do it again. And we're going to put that right over here. Okay, then it's always hard to glue vellum because you can see your tape, you can see it under there, and it's not very attractive. So what I found yesterday is that a little pile of glue in the middle of these flowers, and you can see that they're kind of turned under. I didn't do anything. The heat setting from your heat gun will do that for you after you color them. So that kind of adds some interest, and I thought that was pretty neat. So I'm just going to hold that down for a second and get the next piece ready. And again, I've just got a pile of glue right in the middle there. And I'm going to put this one over here. And you don't have to hold it very long before it sticks. Here comes my last flower. These are all from the Secret Garden stamp set, which of course you know I just love. I've got tons of projects on my blog using this. So if you need any ideas, head on over to astampabove.typepad.com. There's our flowers. And then the one other thing I wanted to add was the leaves. And this again is a framelit and a stamp set from Secret Garden, a stamp from Secret Garden. I'm just going to put some glue on these to help them stick. And then I also don't want to see the stem coming out underneath my flowers, so I just cut it off so that it's not sticking underneath my vellum where you'd be able to see it. Put that right down in there. And last but not least, I wanted to add a butterfly. So I used the butterfly stamp from Bloomin Marvelous, another free celebration item. Put a dimensional on the back of it. And I'm going to put that right down here. Thought that looked really cute there. So a nice easy card. It looks like you spent a great deal of time on it. You would have if you had to cut these flowers and these leaves out, but we don't have to do that anymore thanks to Framelits. And then for the inside, I stamped some flowers over here and a few butterflies, and to someone who makes others so happy. The happy birthday wishes and this greeting come from the Petite Pear stamp set, which is a really cute little greeting set. So we're going to put that on the inside of our card. A little bit of glue. Oops, let's get that straight. My card base is Calypso Coral, by the way. And voila! What a fun, easy technique. I hope you try this out at home. Thanks for stamping with me.